small hours of the morning.
I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still rough drafts, though. I haven't had it run by an editor, so don't expect too much. Hesitantly, he dug in the shoulder bag sitting beside him before producing another composition book. Then he sat down in front of me. It's mostly snippets and some poetry. I know, it's self-indulgent to play with rhymes. But you have to find your muse when it comes. He watched intently as I skimmed over his work. It was mostly fluff, fragments of ideas, and the occasional clever rhyme. Each piece seemed short, as if it were cut off before completion. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration. Well, what did you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I provided, but input is always appreciated. I think that was the wrong person to say that. Be kind. I'm seeing quite a few good ideas here, and even more interesting takes on ideas that you're pursuing. You really should seek publication. You're too kind, really. It's definitely the direction I'm going, but I feel like I need to work on a little more before I go to where I'm completely comfortable with the idea. You seem very sensitive about your work for someone who is writing in the public eye. Well, writing is it pulls quite deeply from my internal well. Everything I write is some way a reflection of myself, and so it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? Since you clearly aren't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance, I'm curious as to what your motivation is. Mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Kobe, my brother, very much likes this place but doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems and he wanted a ride. A match made in, well, necessity. Well then, where else might you have gone if you had the option, ignoring coast, location, or any of that? Somewhere interesting. I've always wanted to travel around a bit more, see a few other places. I haven't had much of a chance to get out of town, maybe even travel to another country and immerse myself in culture. I mean, it's great here, but sometimes you want to explore. My answer seems to intrigue him. His head bobbed a few times in agreement as he jotted down a few notes. What the fuck conversation is this? This conversation is boring as shit. I've always thought it was important to learn new things about another culture. It helps you to better understand your own, not to mention the sheer joy of exploring. He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo-interrogation and looked back up from his notebook with excitement. So, being that we are in this club and you already expressed curiosity as to why I'm here, what do you like about this club? Socializing. Fuck it, socializing. You fucking faggot. When I'm feeling mopey or just have too much time, I like to find other people to be around. Conversation, laughs, and banter between friends really helps to perk me back up. He looked a little surprised, jotting down a few extra lines in his notebook before glancing back up at me. I suppose I should be flattered you've directed your attentions to just me then. Extroverts commonly don't enjoy engaging with me for extended periods of time. So we've established where you want to be and why you want to be there, but the big question is, whom do you want to be with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club? I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that there's something more going on here than simple research. Ooh, what's happening here? Ooh, this boy's getting down and dirty with me. Is that what's going on here? Ooh, come on, nigga. He shot me a Cheshire-like grin and placed a hand on his chest in mock shock. Clearly, he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. Ooh, what should I say? Should I say someone handsome? Someone interesting? Someone bold? You? Or get to the point, motherfucker. You. To be honest, you. I said about exploring the club at first, but you definitely caught my eye. There's a reason I'm here and not in the pool or down on the dance floor, and that's because you intrigue me. He shifted a whole new shade of red as I smiled from the stool next to him. Absently, he looked away to scribble down a note or two before looking back up and clearing his throat to hide his shy response. Oh, what a cutie this guy is, isn't he? I'm just in love with him. Well, it's always nice to be noticed, though I'm not usually the type of person to stand out physically. I mean, I wasn't sure what was more adorable, his attempts to cover up his embarrassment, or the light shade of pink showing through those snowy white cheeks. Aw, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute right there if I ever seen cute. That's pretty darn cute right there. Alright, one more question, and then I really should find Kobe and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night. I suppose I have been prying pretty heavily. That said, you have been a very interesting character study, to say the least. It's rare I actually get to interact with someone. Aw, he's lonely. I'd hoped that was more than just an intellectual diversion. Is that not the case? I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking to you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you're the first person who stopped to talk and that didn't want to take a drink order. I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately tried to regain his composure. So, what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something in the margins. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story, and there was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? Sure! I'd love to. What time? Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when you get there. He tore off a corner of a notebook page, delay, leaving a snippet of poetry in the upper half, and passed it to me. Thanks. It'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone. Sounds like a date then. I suppose it is. I need to get going. Be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save up a seat. Well, this was a pretty nice conversation, wasn't it? It's a pretty cute conversation too. Look at his face. What a cutie. What a cutie this guy is. I want to fuck him in the ass. I want to tear his butthole open and drink his blood. After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. That was a pretty nice date. What else? Hey man, can I borrow you for a second? What's up? Met anyone yet? How's the manhunt going? Still working up the courage to ask someone out. It can be hard to tell if they're looking at you or the girls behind you. Some guys don't take gay guys invading their personal space, you know what I mean. I can see about 10 guys that are likely gay just from here. Wow. What should I be doing? I'm kind of lost as to what I should be doing here. Have any advice for a first timer? Yeah, cause like I'm trying to get hooked up, you know. I'm trying to get that weed, trying to get that kush, you know. I'm into some fucked up shit. It's a huge club, bro. If the dance floor is too noisy and busy for you, there's a chill lounge in the back, an upstairs area for winding down, a bar for drinks just across the room. They have everything there. You won't find a more luxurious club in town. Pamper yourself. I'm not sure if I'm the pampering type. Just gotta keep in mind everyone else is here for the same reasons. Some may even be here for the first time just like you. You never know when you might meet if you have the guts to go up and talk to them. Ugh. You'll be fine. Go mingle. Can I talk to anybody? Oh no, I can't. What is this? What is this? Let me go back here. Who is this bitch? Should I go talk to this bitch? I don't know if I should go talk to that. And can we head home? I think I've just about had all the fun I can have here. Do you mind if we head home? You sure you want to go? I normally go all night, but I'm happy to go wherever you are. You just let me know when you're sure. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, it's late. I wouldn't mind calling it early. Fair enough. I appreciate you coming tonight. You have to tell me about how it went on the way home. It's rowdy in here. It was honestly refreshing to step outside. The bouncer gave us a gentle wave, pen in hand, as he addressed the next in line. I felt a little bad for pressuring Kobe to leave earlier than he would have otherwise, but he was all smiles. He's just happy that I came. Yo, pause. He insisted on driving, claiming to be a little tipsy at best. I must have had a lot running through my mind, barely recalling my conversation with Kobe on the way home. The trip itself seemed to have flown by. It's funny, the trip to the club felt like a lifetime. I guess I worked it up to be more daunting than I expected. Fast. It's best we both go to sleep on a good note and talk about it better detail tomorrow. First time I've slept in late for reasons other than being a loafer. Kobe seems to be already up. Either that or he just dropped me off and went back clubbing. Let me drink some water. The whole thing still feels kind of surreal. I should check my phone to see if I actually did end up getting any contacts, or if it's just one of those dreams again. Who? Contacts? Ha. Seth. Look at Seth. Seth's in there. Ooh. That young feline rider seemed interesting. He said he'd be heading to the library today. Maybe I can still catch him. Hello. Hi, it's David from last night. You mentioned I should give you a call today since I just rolled out of bed. I figured now was a good time as any. David? Oh, right. The interviewee. I'm glad to hear you called back. Whoop! Okay, I'm okay. I'm just on my way to the library now. It's a great day for a stroll. Oh, crap. What the fuck? What this motherfucker doing? Like, what he doing? Like, I'm curious. A loud thud on the other end of the phone was followed by some muttering and grunting. Apparently, I distracted him in the middle of something. Was this a bad time to call? It seems like you're having some difficulties there. No. I just had a few books I'd been meaning to return before they became overdue.